Today we're going to be doing another tier list, and it's going to be focusing in on characters from Pixar and how I would do when it comes to fighting them. Thank you so much to @Carter78173095 on Twitter, who made this on Tier Maker. Just thought it'd be fun to kind of do somebody's random tier list. If you have any tier lists out there that you would like to see me do, specifics even, hey, send them to me. I will take a look at them and we'll see about doing them on the channel. All right, let's get right into it. The first one is going to be Flick from A Bug's Life, and he's going to be down in that bottom tier because he is an ant, and I've already fought a bunch of ants, and none of them have killed me. I've killed every single one of them. Killing isn't necessarily going to be, our goal in all of these, but it definitely means I could beat you in a fight. And so, sorry, Flick, but you're at the bottom. Dory from Finding Nemo is going to be next up. And, I think that she's going to be at the bottom too. I have not personally, I guess I have personally killed a fish. I've gone fishing and everything. So I guess she's got it there. I was thinking of pet fish. Like, I haven't deliberately killed one, but I have done it on accident and had to deal with the bodies. And I did it with little remorse. And so, sorry, Dory, I think I could take care of you and it wouldn't be, that much of an issue at all. Now we're getting to the characters from like Toy Story, and I don't think that they're going to be much of an issue either, right? I think Buzz Lightyear, his hard plastic is actually going to be, a detriment to him. It's easier for him to break. I've had a number of Buzz Lightyear action figures and toys as a kid, and my kids have had them also, and those things break pretty easily. Like, they weren't even playing rough with them. They lost arms, they've lost legs, their helmets have broken. So I really don't think Buzz stands much of a chance. You drop a bowling ball on this guy and it's over. I'm not going to worry about ranking my tiers on this list. I don't think we really need to get into the minutia of who is easier for me to beat in a fight, a bug or a fish. But yeah, just heads up on that. Tow Mater, he is definitely a rough guy. He could definitely take my head off, and I don't even think it'd be a problem. The cars in the Cars movies, they whip around so fast, and like they're moving in ways cars don't really move. I think he squashed me before he even knew we were fighting. As much as we might not like to think about it, he's a killer, and we can put him up there at the top. Plus, this guy in the second Cars, he's fighting spies and stuff, and he doesn't die. So if he can beat spy Cars, he can definitely beat normal person me. So yeah, Tow Mater's, don't mess with him. Jessie from Toy Story, though, she's going to be down there again with Buzz. Not really something that we need to worry about. Hank from Finding Dory, like that big of an octopus, is a pretty scary thing. Like, if he's like going after me, he gets his tentacles all over my face and I can't see, and I'm like trying to rip him off. Those things got a good grip too. Like, you see those weird videos where people are eating live octopuses, and like people like, they like rip on you. Also, I don't know when it comes to like punching an octopus how effective that is. I don't know how squishy they are, because I know they can really like squeeze into little spots and everything. I don't know what kind of damage I'm dealing to this guy. I think I could have to like rip his arms off. That's morbid. I didn't mean to get there, Hank. I like you as a character. Like, if we're in the water, if we get in the water, let's say like we meet like on the shoreline, and somehow in that fight he gets me into the water, I think I'm done for. Because if he's on my face while I'm in the water, I can't be pulling him off and trying to swim at the same time. He's definitely going to suffocate me. I hate to admit it, but I think that the octopus from Finding Dory could kill me. And we're going bare hands here. They can bring whatever they want to the fight, but I'm going bare hands. So just keep that in mind as well. Eve from Wall-E, this is an easy one. She would destroy me. She's got like cannons and laser guns that can fly all over the place. There's a number of different ways she could kill me. Now, this one is sad for me to think about beating Remy in a fight. I definitely know I could do it. I won't worry about going into details too much. He is a rat. I have pet rats though, so it makes me sad to think about. But I could definitely beat him in a fight. I'm going to go no problem. I'm not going to go, they're already dead, because he can scratch and they can do some damage. We've all seen Master Splinter, right? He messes up a ninja. Carl from the movie Up. This guy, he's an older dude, but he's a tough older dude. But okay, he looks tough, but we've seen him his whole life. Like, we saw him when he was a kid. He wasn't really a tough kid. He never seemed like a particularly tough guy. He sold balloons at the zoo. That was his job. He's just grumpy. He's not necessarily tough. Those are not things that necessarily go together. I'll go tie. I'll go tie with Carl. Now, Woody, I think I might go up a little bit more than everybody else from Toy Story just because the guy's a maniac. We know he's got the killer instinct, right? He tries to kill Buzz in the first movie. Plus, like, he's so, like, wiggly and wobbly and, like, hard to put down. That's the thing. Like, I think I beat him. I wouldn't come out unscathed. It would look like I'd been in a fight for sure. Bing Bong from Inside Out. Now, this is another one. How do we rate this? I think we're going to rate him like he's real life, right? Bing Bong from Riley's Imagination is out in the real world. I have to fight him. All right. There's no way I'm winning this fight. Kids don't make up imaginary friends that are lame and not powerful, right? Because as soon as they think of a weakness, they come up with a solution to that weakness. It's like, oh, you think you can do this to me or my imaginary friend? Well, guess what? Now they can fly. Well, guess what? Now they're bulletproof. Well, guess what? Now, and it's just like, how do I beat him? He's like Doomsday, like in Superman comics. You kill him one way, you can never kill him that way again, and he's going to come back to life. Bullseye is going to be down at the very bottom, just like Jessie and everything. He's too nice and everything. Yeah. Okay, this is where we hit a messed up part of the tier list where I'm just being asked if I could beat up a small child. Now I have children of my own, so I am very aware of their strengths. If it comes down to it, I can win a fight, right? We don't have to go anywhere past that. We don't have to get into any details. I can win a fight. Because even if just winning the fight is making it so they give up, right? You just lay on top of a kid. It's easy. You're way bigger than them. Get their arms down. You just lay on a kid. They're not going anywhere. And then they're like, okay, you win. It's like, that's right. And then you get to mock children. Like mocking children for being bigger and stronger than them is the best thing of being an adult. So let's just try to normalize that, I think. Anyway, I'm going to put him, I'll go no problem. Because, you know, kids can still hurt you. Like, I do have scars from my kids. Like, I got a scar here on my hand from one of my kids, like, scratching me. And so it happens. But, you know, you still win. Anger from Inside Out. Now, that guy, if we're giving him the same as Bing Bong, I think he's got me beat no problem. He's automatically angry, right? And so he's got fighting spirit. Plus, he's got fire that shoots out of his head. Always forgotten Arlo from The Good Dinosaur. I mean, he's a dinosaur. So he's obviously way stronger than me. If he chose to fight me, he could win. Maybe I could get lucky. Maybe there could be like a broken tree branch or something that helps me out fate-wise. But if it isn't for that, he's got me, no problem. In the same way that I can beat a child by laying on them, he could beat me by laying on me. Fear from Inside Out, though. Got that guy. He's no problem. He's going down. Elastigirl from The Incredibles. She's a superhero. She has superpowers. She punches out a guy with a gun like it's nothing. She's got all of her stretching powers and everything. Like, I don't stand a chance. There's no need to walk around it at all. She's got me. Mr. Incredible, even more so. He literally could just punch my head off. So, another child that I'm going to have to fight, Russell. Yeah, he's going to go in the same tier. Sully from Monsters, Inc. He's going to be trouble for me. He's super strong. He rips metal arms off of, like, machinery and everything. Yeah, there's no chance that I can take this guy. Mike Wazowski, on the other hand, looks intimidating. He's scary, but I think if it really came down to it, it would be a pretty close fight. The teeth, though, and the claws. You know what? No, I'm going to put him with the octopus. Mike Wazowski would probably beat me, but that's kind of like I'm ashamed to admit it, that this thing could beat me. Disgust from Inside Out. I don't think that she would win. I'm putting her down with Fear. Not really much to say there. Barley from Onward. Ooh, what do I think on this guy? I think that we're similar builds, right? And all of that, but he is, a fantastical beast. He does kind of show that he has, I think, maybe above average human strength. No, I'm going to put him, again, he's going to go up with Mike Wazowski and Hank in that he would be, I think he'd beat me. But he's got weapons training. He's used to there being swords and stuff all over the place. He's way more used to body slamming people than I am used to being body slammed. He body slams me once, guys. Let's be honest, I'm not getting up from that. We got the captain from Wall-E. I think I got this guy. He's not used to doing like barely anything physically for himself. So, I just think that's really what it comes down to on that one. I'm going to put him in that tier with the children, but I do think I would win. Now we have Ian from Onward. He's got magical powers, so he's gonna just crush me. I'm gonna put him up there in that top tier. Joy, she's gonna be in the bottom tier. There's not much to say about that one. She's way too happy and thinks everybody should just be happy and get along, and it's gonna last for about 5 seconds. Joy, all right, let me try to be happy when you get these two bad boys coming at you. All right, I have no fighting experience, so Joy shouldn't be too worried. But I do think I could win. Luca is going to have the same advantages as Hank the octopus. We get in the water, he's got me. I'm done. I'm not a strong enough swimmer, I feel like, to fight off anything and swim at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put him in that same territory. He is a child, so like that's why it's like, oh, it's not higher up. Like if it was one of those adult fish people, they could get me no problem. Like if it was the Jim Gaffigan fish person, he could get me no problem. Marlin, sorry dude, you're gonna go to the bottom just like Dory. I've flushed the fish before and I'll flush you again. All right. Lightning McQueen is gonna be up at the top tier too, because he is a race car, and a race car can run me over. And that's the thing, like I personally can't do enough damage to a car to make it stop working, right? Like just in my fists, a fully functional car coming at me, if I'm trying to fight it, there's no reality. There's no reality where it works out. There's no reality where that works out for any human being. All right. So this is me saying that, like, I have no problem saying this. And I think we should all be honest with ourselves enough to say Lightning McQueen and me in a fist fight, he's going to win every time. Now, sadness, I think out of all of the emotions besides anger, I'm going to put up a little bit, put her in that no problem category, because she's used to being sad. She's just used to like the punishment of life. And so it's going to make her a more difficult opponent. Nemo, again, like the other fish. Joe from the movie Soul. I mean, he's a music nerd dude, right? So he isn't going to have any kind of like experience there that's going to put him over me. So he's a little bit older dude than me. I'm going to go off just based off it's Jamie Foxx doing the voice. Jamie Foxx is older than me. I don't know. I'm at the age now where being older than me is not good when it comes to physical ability. And so I think that might bring him down just a bit, but I'm going to just put him in tie in the same way that I put Carl in tie. Next up is Hector from Coco. I don't know. These skeletons are odd. Like they break apart pretty easy. I think I'm going to put him in tie because like I can't kill him. Right, because he's already dead. But I could beat him, and like whether you get his head and you like just hold on to it and you like keep it on like a loop on your pants, like Mimir from God of War. That's what I do. And then Hector's my buddy. I mean, I like that scenario. Next up is Merida from Brave, and she fights for her own hand. And in that fighting, I would not stand a chance. Dude, she's a dead shot with that bow and arrow. She's gone face to face with a bear. She's stared that terror down and she's come out on top. I'll put it up in like whelp. I tried. She's not superhuman or anything. So I don't feel like I need to put her that high, but I think that she's going to take care of me and it's not going to be much of an issue for her. We got May from Turning Red. I think that, again, this is one where she has no problem destroying me. She is a giant red panda that, spoilers, at one point of the movie, is like as big as Godzilla. So what am I supposed to do against that? Literally nothing. Wall-E from Wall-E. I think I could beat Wall-E. I think I could beat Wall-E. I think if I mean, here's where we come down that problem too. If it's just my fists, how do I do damage to Wall-E? If I had crowbar, sure. But I mean, he's got a bunch of spare parts, so I'd have to take him out all at once. If he gets away, he's going to be able to find another Wall-E robot and fix himself up. I think it could end up being like a tie situation. And then lastly, we have Spot from The Good Dinosaur. So he is a child, but he's a feral child. And that makes me afraid of him. I think that he would beat me because he just like has that killer instinct. So I'm going to put him in the same with Luca and everything. I think he would beat me, but I don't think it necessarily would be the easiest of fights for him. So that's where it's going to be. And that is going to be the tier list. So let me know, who do you think would be the hardest fight? Who do you think would be the easiest fight? And is there any list like this that you could think of that I should do in the future? I would love to know. I'd love for you to subscribe so you can see when I talk about my next tier list. I enjoy doing these kind of things. I think they're fun. So let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time.